The Stoic philosopher and Roman Emperor Marcus Aurelius once said, "Don't be overheard complaining, not even to yourself." Welcome to Orion Philosophy, where we delve into practical philosophy for everyday use. Today, we will explore how trusting yourself can empower your journey and help you forge your unique path, drawing from timeless philosophical advice. Viktor Frankl, despite his suffering in Nazi concentration camps, used his background in psychotherapy to observe human behavior. He concluded that one trait consistently helped captives deal with suffering and increase their chances of survival: meaning. He who has a why to live for can bear almost any how. If you're anything like me, finding meaning can be elusive and holding on to it can be challenging. Many of us struggle with questions like, why are we here? What's the point of everything? What's our individual purpose? And what value are we adding? These are important questions, and their answers are intricately woven into our well-being. The closer we live with purpose and direction, the happier we become. Today, we'll cover a few areas related to finding meaning. We'll start with defining what meaning is and then explore how to find it, drawing on relevant philosophy along the way. For me, one of the most debilitating situations in life is the confusion brought by existential nihilism. The view that life has no inherent meaning. Human values are baseless, and our existence is inherently pointless. This mindset can cause us to drift through life with no sense of purpose or direction. I've been there, and I bet many of you have been there too. It's not a comfortable place to be, and for a happy, constructive life, it's not a place to stay for long. So, how can we do something about it? Let's draw on lessons from Stoic philosophy. Stoic philosophy provides an excellent framework for creating stability, calm, and meaning in your life. It's one of the few ancient philosophies still practiced today due to its logical approach, practicality, and effectiveness. It has withstood the test of time, unlike many other ancient philosophies. Let's start by unpacking the nature of meaning itself. Personally, I don't believe there's an inherent meaning to life. Meaning isn't something found outside in the world. It's something we choose and decide from within. Historically, there have been various definitions of meaning. One I like is the Japanese concept of ikigai, which suggests that meaning is a pursuit you volunteer to embark on, adding value to the world with your unique contribution. This meaning aligns with your values and beliefs, providing a personal mission-like feeling and overall sense of purpose and satisfaction. For some, this could be cooking and the joy of seeing people bond over a shared meal. For others, it could be parenting, painting, serving in the military, playing a sport, or any pursuit that combines individual talent, belief, and value addition. Another helpful definition of meaning comes from Stoicism. Stoics believe that an individual's meaning of life is to live in accordance with their nature and act with virtue. This means behaving as your values and beliefs dictate, not fitting into others' expectations. It involves listening within to find pursuits that align with who you are. Stoics also taught that very little is within our control. To prevent needless suffering, we shouldn't tie our well-being to the achievement of our goals, but rather commit to actions that align with our goals. This subtle but crucial difference ensures our happiness isn't reliant on uncontrollable external outcomes, but on our internal actions and decisions. Meaning comes from within, and we are responsible for deciding what has meaning and what doesn't. It's a personal responsibility. Viktor Frankl wrote in Man's Search for Meaning, "Man does not simply exist, but always decides what his existence will be, what he will become in the next moment." Every human being has the freedom to change at any instant. Frankl's observations in the concentration camps highlighted how some captives lightened their load through mindset, while others magnified their suffering. The conditions were the same, but their mindsets made the difference. While we may not endure the same conditions, we can learn to improve our own mindset for resilience and happiness. Frankl, a Jewish Austrian psychotherapist, lived in Vienna during World War II. In 1944, he and his wife were sent to Auschwitz, never to see each other again. Despite his suffering, Frankl used his psychotherapy background to observe human behavior in the camps. He found that meaning significantly helped captives deal with suffering and increased their chances of survival. He captured this in his powerful book, Man's Search for Meaning. This book is one of the most profound I've read. It serves as both a reminder of humanity's darker sides and a guide to deeper meaning, resilience, and hope. Frankl noted that mental health is based on a tension between past achievements and future goals. This tension is crucial for mental well-being. He believed that man thrives not in a tensionless state, but in striving for a worthwhile goal. Balance is key. Too little tension leads to apathy, while too much causes stress. During Frankl's time in the camps, he observed that those driven by purpose and meaning were more likely to survive. Meaning served as a guide through their darkest moments. Nietzsche's words, "He who has a why to live for can bear almost anyhow," encapsulate this idea. So, how do we find meaning for ourselves? Luckily, we live in more favorable times. Meaning may not be a matter of life and death, but it's crucial for our well-being. Purpose makes hardship bearable by giving us a reason to endure it. When life's storms hit, our purpose is the shoreline that keeps us on course. Without purpose, hardships can defeat us. Frankl observed that a lack of meaning led many captives to give up, while those with meaning survived. In our lives, this lack of meaning can lead to anxiety, depression, and nihilism. Frankl wrote, "There is nothing in the world that would so effectively help one survive even the worst conditions as the knowledge that there is a meaning in one's life." Life often demands a price of suffering. This price is more bearable if we suffer for a purpose. Whatever your purpose is, pursue it with intention. Reflect on what you enjoy, where you can add value, and what aligns with your beliefs and values. At the center of this, you may find your meaning. Frankl wrote, "Everyone has their own specific vocation or mission in life. Everyone must carry out a concrete assignment that demands fulfillment. Everyone's task is unique, as is their opportunity to implement it." If you're struggling to find meaning, don't pressure yourself. Keep looking and listening within. Find your passions and where you can add value. If you make a mistake, you can always choose a new path. I'll end with a final quote from Viktor Frankl. "Man does not simply exist, but always decides what his existence will be, what he will become in the next moment." Every human being has the freedom to change at any instant. Remember to like the video to help spread Stoic philosophy. If you're not subscribed, consider subscribing and hitting the bell to stay updated.